here's the standard advice. Tell the truth. Okay, that's the advice. Tell the truth in as many situations as you can. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. And that's actually one of Jordan Peterson's rules for life, which is tell the truth, or at least don't lie. But I've got my take on it, and it is this. There's a couple of reasons that you need to do this. And the first one is that lies beget lies. If you make a habit of lying or of being deceitful, you'll find out very quickly that you need to tell more lies to cover up the old lies. And it's just a fact. If anyone's done any lying, which we all have, you know very quickly that
lies lead to bigger lies.
Yeah, lies beget lies. If you start telling small lies, you'll eventually figure out that it is also not just useful, but easy to just slip into a lie, right? To justify you doing what you want. And then you can cheat, you can steal, you can do whatever you want, and you can not let people know that need to know that you've done it. You can just tell them you didn't do it, right? But then you'll start using that method with the big issues as well, about life and about the things that really matter, and with the people that really matter in your life, right? And that leads to my second point, which is lies come out in the wash, and the truth will always find you out. It doesn't matter how long. If you lie for long enough, it will all come crumbling down, because it is a house of cards. Now, lies are useful. Like I've always thought of lies as a tool. Like I'm a bouncer, and so I'll sometimes tell a white lie to someone, like because I don't want to offend them, or I just want them to fuck off. Lies are a tool, but again, I try not to do that as much as I can, because I know that I'll get in the habit of lying. Right? You can lie up to a point, and then the cascade of truth will fall upon you. And in my experience, and the experience of my own life, seeing what I've seen, I know that the truth will find you out. Even if nobody finds out your darkest secrets and your worst sins, they will find out enough. They'll see the inconsistencies in your story, and they'll eventually see that you're not the man or woman that you say you are, and you're not a man or woman of your word. Which leads to point 3, your reputation. Once you get a reputation as someone who's willing to lie to those around you that you say you love, and to those on which you rely, maybe for employment, maybe you have people relying on you, maybe you need to go to work. Oh no, I'm sick. You're calling a sickie. Yeah, you call a sickie too many times, you'll get caught. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you really are sick. They'll think that you're lying because you've done it so many times, right? Now, the knowledge of this will make you a pariah. If you don't know what that is, P-A-R-I-A-H, a pariah. Nobody will like you. Nobody will hang around you. Nobody will trust you. And eventually, and it's rightfully so that they don't, right? You get a reputation as someone that's unreliable, and it will be near impossible to scrape that reputation back together, especially since your lying is now a habit, and habits are a lot harder to break. And this brings me to my fourth and final point, right? Which is that lying changes the lens through which you see the world. And this is one of Jordan Peterson's main points, as opposed to my other ones. This is really important, and it is damaging to your insides, your heart, and your will, and your relationships, right? When you lie, you change others' perception of reality, of what they believe to be true, right? So, for example, did you do your homework? Yeah, I did my homework. No, you didn't, but now they see the world as if you did, so they act as if you did. So they're acting out of false information, and they're gonna make mistakes. The problem is that Carlton draft. The problem is that if you lie enough, you will start to change your own perceptions of the world. So you'll start remembering lies as if they were truth. You start to forget what's true and what's not. You start to believe your own lies, and then when that happens, you can't even trust yourself. You can't even trust yourself, and that's a fucking problem. Then you find yourself in hell, without friends, without truth, without anyone that's willing to trust you or rely on you. And that sounds like hell to me. So, here's the deal. Don't fucking lie. Tell the truth as much as you can, not because it's necessarily moral, but it is, but because it's useful. Because you will be a better person, a more effective person at getting what you want, at getting where you need to go, if you tell the truth to everyone that you can. Number 1, lies beget lies. Number 2, They will eventually come out in the wash and you will get caught. Number 3, when that happens, your reputation will be soiled. No one will talk to you. No one will trust you. And then number 4, it changes the way that you see the world. You can't even trust yourself. And that's a real big problem. So that is my sound advice for this week. Don't fucking lie.